Welcome back to another episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. As always, I'm Adam, Chris, and Keith with me here tonight. And we're going to talk NBA early season predictions, reactions, whatever you want to call it.
Overreactions.
But before we get into that, please subscribe to the channel. Helps us out a lot. Like the video, leave us your comments. We'll interact with you, I promise. So let's jump right into it. You being a Miami Heat fan, how do you feel like?
It's panic button time.
Is it?
It's panic button time.
You go from a championship
I'm not gonna lie.
to
Yeah. To go from playing. Being
2 years ago you were playing for the championship.
Yeah, 2 years ago we were playing for a championship. 2020 we're playing for a championship. So, it's panic button time. 4-7. We've played really bad on offense. We can't rebound. We're getting out rebounded by everybody. It doesn't even matter who you are.
Just put Haslem back up there.
Yeah, I forget that Haslam's even on the bench. What a waste of a spot. But
he's only 44. Hell, he can still go out there and
he is literally being paid to be a bench coach. That's all he is. He's a hype man at the end of the bench right now. Yeah. So
not looking too promising.
Yeah, it's panic button time right now. We spent our first round pick on
Victor Oladipo in that.
No. It's not Nikola Jokic. It's the other one. I can't remember what his.
Vucevic?
It's a Nika. Yeah. I can't even remember how to say his name. No, it wasn't Fitzpatrick.
Vucevic. Is that how you say it?
Oh, Vucevic or whatever.
Yeah, 6'11", 245 pound,
White
European
center
guy, and he's he's talented.
Is it Judas Ilgauskas?
It feels like it. So he's been on the floor and he's played some decently, and he played really well in summer ball, but it's.
Yeah, you got to win against the Hornets. You're good.
Yeah, the Hornets are terrible. So Bam just can't. He can't handle down low by himself right now. Jimmy Butler, not rebounding the way we thought. Kyle Lowry looks really slow. Victor Oladipo can't even get on the floor. No, it's this guy.
Nikola Jovic.
Nikola Jovic.
Oh yeah.
Jovic.
I don't know who that is.
The guy's averaging 2 points and not even a rebound game right now. He's 19. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, young kid. Then.
Yeah, he's obviously a young kid. So. But yeah, not looking good. You lose your wins this year are Toronto, Portland, Golden State, which is a miracle, and Sacramento. So
how'd you beat Golden State?
We lost.
They sat Stephen Clay.
We lost at Golden State.
They set everybody on the bench.
Yeah, pretty much. So
Draymond went out in the second quarter with a
Jordan Poole's on the bench, Steph's on the bench, Clay's on the bench.
Yeah, so
it was their West game.
Yeah.
I like Tyler Hero being in the starting role, but you almost kind of have to think about flipping him right now, just because
get him back to that 6.
He hasn't done anything.
No, he's been fantastic. He's leading our team in scoring, but the problem is when you basically have this wave of Hero, Lowry, Butler that's on the floor with Bam together that comes off, and then you basically have Max Strauss, and then that's it. Duncan Robinson can score here and there, but
you're replacing all your scores. You're taking them all off the court at one time. Now you're like, all right, JV, you go play their varsity. Let our guys rest for a minute. Then we'll get back out there.
Yeah. So there needs to be some type of interchanging there. So maybe Duncan Robinson needs to go in as a shooting guard, and Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo both come off the bench together, so you have some dynamic scoring. But we got to figure something out, or we got to make a trade to get a big man, because right now we're getting out rebounded by everybody and their mom.
From what I see, I'm actually quite surprised that. I know Cleveland's got a lot of talent. To be 8-2 to start the season, that's incredible.
I was gonna say, I think I was obviously gonna let us do some overreaction. So your most surprising team or your most disappointing team, and so
I would say Philly or Brooklyn at this point.
I think Brooklyn is the one you got to look at and go. You're 4-7. You've already been having a bad experiment over there the last couple of years.
They just suspended Kyrie again.
I know.
For him running off the mouth, and
yeah,
KD's not been KD.
Yeah, well, he's just not getting any help either. So I think Brooklyn needs to be hitting. Obviously, Miami. Let's speak up there. Hit the panic button. Brooklyn needs to be hitting the panic button. I think for the team that
they just fired their coach too.
Yeah, the team that probably doesn't need to panic is probably Philly. I think if you're a Philadelphia 76ers fan...
You get Harden back and he comes back healthy.
To help. It's early in the season. You're only 11 games into an 82-game schedule, so don't put a panic button on Philly. But if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, man, you're riding high right now.
Hell yeah.
8-2. Donovan Mitchell looks fantastic. That whole
Until
team...
LeBron wants to go back and then blow the team up again?
Yeah, that's, coming in 2 years, I'm sure. So...
He's still win a championship.
But for me, I think Cleveland, you got to be feeling great right now to be number 2 in the East.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially over Boston right now, who's is still always been in contention as the powerhouse of the East.
Yeah.
But you would think that Giannis and the Bucks, I don't want to say walk away with the East, but they should still
ride high.
Yeah, they should still be the favorites. But Boston has always been that team,
the scrappy team that always sticks around.
Yeah, and so I think you're always coming down to those two teams. I think in the finals, and I think year to year it could go either way. Like if Giannis gets hurt, I don't think the Bucks do what they do.
No.
I think that team
that
is
was shown last year in the playoffs when Giannis got hurt. They weren't the same team.
I think that team is heavily reliant on Giannis being the dominant powerhouse that he has been. But if you take him out of the equation, I think between Bucks, Cleveland, Boston, Atlanta, I think all 4 of those teams. If you take Giannis out of
too,
all those 4 teams are pretty well evenly matched across the board, I would say.
Yeah.
But moving into the West with my team, Mavericks fan, I'm enjoying I'm liking what I see.
6-3, not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad to start the season. Luka's still doing his thing where
Luka's gonna be Luka no matter what.
Yeah, but I don't know. I still think he, as good of a ball handler as he likes to think he is and looks to be, I would love to see him pass the ball around a little versus these ISO situations that he likes to run, and yet he does a very good job with the ball in his hands. I still think he is a good facilitator. I think he tries to work the man open, but the whole kind of screen away, give me the ball, I'm gonna be ISO the guy. I think a lot of people are starting to pick up on it and making it difficult for him. So but I think he's got some good pieces in Dorian Finney-Smith, Dwight Powell, some other guys that can make things. Maxi Kleber, who's able to shoot from outside, and some other things around them though that I think make them a good team.
Do you think Mark goes and pulls the trigger and gets him another piece in the middle of the year?
I would. We need another.
He needs someone to play off of him so that way he
doesn't
get the whole team the entire time.
That was what was supposed to be.
You supposed to do that last year.
Well, no, that was what Porzingis was supposed to be for us. Was supposed to be that next star, and ever since he left the Knicks, he just has was never the same when he was at Dallas.
He had a couple good times, good runs in
not
Dallas,
really, not really, not
New
compared
York.
to I said not compared to what we thought we were trading for.
Right.
So I think we've done well to get past that, but I do think there's still one missing. Maybe not superstar, but somebody like God, I don't even because I like what we got at the bigs. I'm thinking like a small forward position that we
a transitional guy. Something
yeah.
Draymond Green.
You get Ben Simmons.
He could play small, but I mean,
I think you need another scorer. I think you need somebody that can help them.
You need somebody who can help Luka take some of that off. Take some of that off.
Yeah.
I mean, so because it was shown like Luka could put up 45 a game
with ease,
but there was also days when he did that and we still lost by 20.
Yeah.
You're like, the rest of the team, he might go 10 for 17.
15, yeah.
But then the rest of the team went 10 for 26. 30. Yeah, you're like, come on. Like, you need just a little bit more help there, I think, for them to really make that surge in the West.
So give me your surprise and your team that probably needs to be pushing the panic button in the West.
Panic button, Lakers.
I would say I don't think that's.
There's no reason to even hit the panic button. Your season's over, Lakers.
I mean, Anthony Davis, I don't think has still not played. Russell Westbrook's coming off the bench. LeBron just sits there and does whatever the hell he wants to do.
I don't know the fact that Golden State's only 4-7.
That's my panic button team. And I know it's Golden State. I know they're the defending champions, and I'm sure they'll get some things turned around. But man, there's something chemistry wise
not there. It's not clicking.
there.
Yeah.
And so
I think right now that's you're looking like, hey guys, what's going on? I don't know if it's the panic button, but that case might start making an appearance if you keep losing a couple
Yeah,
games.
and I don't know. I think it's Draymond Green on it. I feel like, the rumors have been, come true really, where this team is now starting to play bad after Draymond Green decided to punch his own teammate.
Yeah, he just punched Jordan Poole or
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
of those
a
guys.
few
Like
weeks back, right before the season started.
So there's some chemistry issues there. I think my surpriser, the Portland Trailblazers. I mean, I know Dame's good, and I know they're trying to put some pieces around him, but to be 7-3 and tied, or no, sorry, not even tied for third, in third of the Western Conference right now, the Portland Trailblazers got to be feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we're gonna put. Well, any final thoughts? I guess I should say.
LeBron will not win another championship.
I always like that thought. I'll support that one. So,
All right, let's say with that, are we still on the consensus that he's going to stay in the league till his son gets in the league?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Unless he goes back to Cleveland and they blow up that team, and then he just like quits halfway through the season. Like, yeah, I shouldn't have done this.
no, I still think he plays it out with his son. So, all right. We're going to put a bow on this. As always, hit us in the comments. Let us know if you think we're crazy. Let us know who your overarching, or I guess overachieving team is at the moment and who needs to be hitting the panic button. As always, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe.